Hello children, how are you all? I'm sure you all would be fine, fit at home. Children, on that day when we did the previous video, lesson number 1, did you practice at home? Did you practice the diagrams? What about question answers? I'm sure you all would have done the work. Okay? Now, let's begin lesson number 2, that is human skeletal system. Children, we have already done the lesson. Already the video was uploaded regarding lesson number 2. But as we have completed the syllabus, so now we are just revising it. Okay? So, what we have done in that lesson? Now, human skeletal system. What is human skeletal system? You can see our hand, our legs, our bones. What is this? This is a framework. So, skeletal system or the skeleton is actually the framework formed by bones. Okay? Now, what does this framework do? This framework gives shape and supports the body. Okay? Apart from that, it also protects major parts, human body parts. What are they? They are brain, lungs, heart. These all are protected with the help of our skeletal system. Apart from that, skeletal system also help us to move. Children, human body is made up of bones. Okay? Now, the major bones here is skull, backbone, rib cage and hand and legs bones. Okay, first let us discuss about skull. Now, skull is actually the bone which protects our brain. Okay, it is very strong bone, children. Also, it is fixed. That means nothing is moving. It is absolutely fixed bone except the jawbone. Okay, now this jawbone, it is flexible, because if it is not flexible, how will we eat? Right? Okay, then we have a backbone here. Now, backbone is the bone which help us to bend down, to twist. All these things are done with the help of backbone. Now, this backbone is also known as vertebral column, or you can say spine. This is spine. Okay, this backbone is made up of 33 bones, which is also known as vertebrae. Now, vertebrae is actually you can say a tube like of a bone. Inside it protects the very delicate spinal cord. Okay, so this spinal cord is being protected with the vertebrae. Okay, now we have rib cage. Now you can see the word cage. Cage means pinjra, right? Now, rib cage is actually a cage kind of a bone which protects our heart as well as our lungs. Okay, now this rib cage is made up of 12 pair of ribs and it is separated from our stomach. Okay, now with the help of a muscle called diaphragm. Now, what does diaphragm do? Actually, diaphragm is a muscle which helps us to expand and to contract. Now, children, you know, when we breathe, you touch here, what will you feel? You will feel that your ribs are expanding. Okay, and when you breathe out, the ribs are contracting. So this is done, this expansion and contraction of muscle is being done with the special muscle called diaphragm. Okay. Okay, children. Now, after the skull, backbone and rib cage, the next bone we will discuss about limbs. Now, what are limbs? Limbs are actually the bones of your arm and leg. Arm means arms, okay, and legs. Okay, now limbs here have two pairs. Okay, two pairs of limbs. Now, first here, look here, all of you. It is the forelimbs, and the other hand we have hind limbs. First, we will discuss about the forelimb, children. Now, forelimbs are actually the upper limb. Now, what it consists is, it consists our hand, whole hand, okay, and our fingers, okay. And the hind side. Sorry children, one thing I forgot. This forelimb is also known as upper limb. At times people say upper limb, what is that? Actually that is nothing, that is our forelimb, okay, which is our hands and finger. Okay, now hind limb are also known as lower limb. Lower means they are on the lower side of the body, okay, that is why they are known as lower limb. Now lower limb consists of legs, feet and your toes. Okay, so two things, forelimb, hind limb. Forelimb means hands and finger, hind limb means legs, feet and toes. Now this children, the hands and finger bones are also known as humerus, radius and ulna. Okay, whereas the bones of leg, feet and toes are also known as tibia and fibula. Now here, now the part comes which is the longest bone in our body. Now children, you can see the thighs. Yes, the longest bone here is the thigh bone. Okay, now this is also known as femur. Children, now book page number 24. The pictures are given. See, first we will discuss about the skull. Now this hole is your skull. See here all your brain and important parts here, all this are being protected. Now this is your jaw part, which is actually the movable bone. Rest all are fixed bone. Why this part is movable? Now you know. So that we can eat the food nicely, chew the food. Now here see, this is all vertebral column, that is your backbone, which is made up of how many small bones children? 33. Okay. Now inside this spinal cord is being protected. Okay. Now let's move on to the rib cage. See, this is your rib cage. Okay, it looks like a cage. Inside heart is protected, lungs are protected, and also it is flexible because of the muscle. Okay, diaphragm. Okay, because ribs expand and relax to make chest bigger and smaller during breathing. Okay, so next move on to the next one. That is your forelimb and hind limb. Now children, forelimb. Children, now this is your thigh bone, that is known as femur. This is your fibula and this is tibia. Okay children, now let's discuss about the ligaments. Now there is always a confusion between what is bones, what is ligament, what is muscle, you know, all sort of things. So there is no need to complicate. Just for focus, you should know the meaning of that word. If you know the concept, then you will not be confused. First, let us ligaments. What are ligaments? Bones are held together by tough tissues called ligaments. Now, ligaments are actually the tissue, you know, which held the bones tightly, so that bone don't go here and there. That is the job of ligament. Now, what are joint? Joint is a place or a point where two bones meet. For example, you can see any bone. See this bone. This is another bone. This is another bone. Here. So this is the joint part. Okay, where two bones are meeting. So that is known as joint. Now it's not only that only two bones meet. There can be three bones also which can meet together. Okay. So what is a joint? A place or a point where two or more bones meet are called joints. Now what joints does? Joint actually help us to move and to bend. Okay. Now there are so many types of joints, you know. Knee joint, elbow joint, shoulder joints, neck joint, you know, and number of joints. Okay. Focusly we will discuss limited one. Okay. Now here the joints can be divided further into two categories. So one category is movable joint and another category is immovable joint. Now immovable, with the word you are clear. Immovable means something that does not move. It is fixed on its place. So here you can have a good example of joints of skull. You know there is a skull, but so many small little bones are joined together. Okay, so joint in the skull, they don't move. That is why they are immovable. Whereas come to the other part, that is movable joint. Now these joints move. For example, just look at your finger. So many joints are there, but you can move your finger, right? So these joints can move. Similarly, this joint can move. Your knee can move. Okay, so these are different category of joints which can move. They are known as movable joint. Okay, now there are basically 6 movable joints, but we will discuss 4 because according to your age, 4 are sufficient. So first here we will discuss about ball and socket joint, pivot joint, hinge joint and gliding joint. Children, now as we have discussed a movable joint and immovable joint, let's move further and understand the movable joint in detail. Now we have here 4 types of movable joint. First is ball and socket joint, second is hinge joint, third is pivot joint, and the fourth is gliding joint. Now let's discuss first ball and socket joint. Now with the word only you are clear that there is a ball and there is a socket in which the ball is fixed there. So a ball shaped end of one bone fits into cup shaped socket of other bone. Now this type of joint allows you to move in all the directions. Now for example, you can have example of your shoulder. Now you can move your shoulder in front, move back. All the 4 rounds they are moving. Right? Similarly, your hip joint, you can move anyhow. Like this also you can move. So what is that? That is this is actually this ball and socket joint does. It allows you to move in all the directions. Okay. See now here it is a ball type of a shape and it is fixed in the socket. Now let's discuss with the hinge joint. Now a hinge joint is actually a joint which looks just like hinge. You know what is hinge? For example, 2 doors, they open like this, right? So that the joining part, that is hinge. It allows movement in one place only. For example, if you see the door can open in one direction only in one direction. It cannot open like this. It can open in only one direction. So similarly, for you can see yourself, your elbow. You can move your elbow like this. But if I want my elbow should go like this, will it go? No. Because it goes only in one direction. And so this 2 joint and this is known as hinge joint. Okay. Now, similarly knees. You see knees, you can move like this. When you kick a ball, you can move in one direction. So it go front and it can move back. Okay, like this. But if you want, it can go like this, so it will not go. Okay, knee also moves in one direction only. Similarly, your fingers can go like this, right? Okay, but if I want my fingers should go like this, it will not go. It can go like this, but it cannot come back. That means it moves, but only in one direction. So the same thing hinge joint does. Now let's move ahead to the pivot joint. Now what does pivot joint does? It allows to move the body part in upward, downward and in sideways. Now best example you can find is your neck. Now here, this neck is actually a middle part of the joint. Now this joint here, it is fixed to your skull and to the backbone. So if you see, you can move up and down, obviously up and down and your sideways. Okay, so this is what the pivot joint does. So what's a pivot? Pivot is actually a thing that is fixed here, just like your neck. Okay, so it can move like this. Okay, now we have here gliding joint. It helps bones to slide over each other. Okay, now for example, you can have example of your wrist. This, see, you can move it very nicely, right? In actually all the front rotation also and back rotation also, left rotation as well as your right rotation. Same happens with your ankles. Ankles also, you know what is ankle? The down part here is your ankle. Okay, it can also move like this. Okay, so this is known as a gliding joint. Children, I'm very much sure that you are clear with all the movable joints that we have discussed here. Children, now let's discuss muscles in human body. Now you know that bones cannot move themselves. Now if I want any of the bone move, it will not move itself. I need to move my bone, you know. So how will it move? It will move with the help of muscles. So as you know, bones cannot move themselves. They need something to move. So what is that something? That something is muscle. Muscle help bones move. But children, do you know one important thing? Muscles can only pull a bone. They cannot push. Now this is a very interesting fact here. Now, so two muscles, in order to move anything, you need two muscles. Two muscles are required to move a bone in one direction. Now for example, let us take an example of bicep. Now this is known as bicep and this is known as tricep. Now you know, when my tricep is moving up, that means when they are, if I do like this, now when bicep is expanding, the tricep is contracting. Okay, now so this is the way it works. Children, now we will discuss kinds of muscles. Now muscles are classified into three types: voluntary, involuntary and cardiac muscle. Come to the first part, that is voluntary muscle here. Now voluntary muscles are under your control. Now you can move your arms, hands, legs whenever you want. That means they are absolutely under your control. When you don't want to move, you will not move. When you want to move, you can move. So that is why their name is voluntary muscle. They attach to our skeleton. Involuntary muscle. Now these muscles are not under our control. Now for example, take example of stomach or brain or spinal cord. They are not under your control. You will not tell your stomach to digest food. Automatically it will be digested, right? So that is how your muscles are working, involuntary muscles. You don't tell them to move or do certain things. They move themselves. Now cardiac muscle, the third one, the cardiac means muscles of heart. Now these muscles also come under involuntary muscles. That means you cannot move your heart muscles. They are also not under your control. But why it is given a different category? Here it is given a different category because these muscles are working throughout the person's life. Children, now let's discuss how can we take care of our bones and muscles. Now, firstly, to have good bones and good muscles, we need to have proper diet. Okay, the diet should include two important minerals which are very important for the bones and muscles, that is calcium and phosphorus. Now for calcium and phosphorus rich diet should be given. Okay, and where we can find these minerals? We can find these minerals in banana, milk, meat, all sort of green leafy vegetables. Apart from that, physical exercise is very important. Now children, I am sure you would be doing physical exercise because you people go out for games, you play football, you do swimming, badminton games you play. But I know due to corona reason, maybe you would not be going out. Okay, but still, these all activities are very important. And apart from that, yoga asanas are also very important. Children, nowadays, if you cannot go, you can opt for yoga asanas. You know, at home only you can do jumping exercises. Okay, now maintain good posture. Good posture. Posture is the way you stand, the way you sit, the way, the shape of the body should be should be proper. Okay, otherwise you will have bone problems. Okay, now vitamin D should be taken because vitamin D is a mineral which actually helps to absorb calcium from the food. So where do we find vitamin D? We find vitamin D in milk, in all non-veg food, in egg. But do you know, children, vitamin D is available free also in nature. That is from the morning sunlight. If you sit for some time in the morning sunlight, early morning sunlight, your body will take up the vitamin D which it needs. Children, now let's discuss the importance of good posture and exercise. Now, good posture is actually, it is the position our body when we sit, stand or walk. Now, it gives a graceful appearance. Children, now it's very important. You would have seen people are, bending down and they are walking. It does not look nice. So it gives, it makes you look smart. It gives you a very graceful appearance. Apart from that, a good posture keep our body in proper shape. It helps us to stay healthy and make you look smart. Exercise is equally important too. Why? Because regular exercise keep your muscles in very good tone. It makes your bones strong. Apart from that, it also helps lungs, heart to function in a proper manner. Regular exercise, daily we are eating lot of carbohydrates, lot of fat, and then we eat and we sit, and we eat and we sit and then sleep. We will not use all of our fat and carbohydrates. In order to use our fat and carbohydrates, it's very important to exercise. Otherwise, what will happen, children? We will become fat. Okay, because that all fat and carbohydrate will be stored in our body. Okay, so it also helps in the nervous system, because when we exercise, full body have a lot of good blood circulation, and the blood circulation goes in the brain also, and our nervous system work in a better way. Okay, children, now we have finished the lesson. Now what you have to do is, your homework assignment for today here is, you need to read and revise the lesson. Okay. Number 2, keywords are given on page number 28. You need to learn them. In the next video, we will discuss all the fill in the blanks, book exercises, question answers and diagrams. Okay. Till the time, take care.